and welcome to another RSR. Tonight we're reviewing Toronto FC 0, New York City FC 1, MLS 2025 Week 10. Toronto FC loses to NYCFC due to a penalty halfway through the second half, past the hour mark. A bad penalty call, by the way, because Toronto could have got one right before that. Pierre-Luc Lauzière says no. Even worse of a penalty shout. On the other end, NYCFC gets one, no VAR. There you go. I thought it was a pretty even game. I thought a draw would have been fair. I think Toronto could have easily won this game had that not happened, because I thought they looked like they had better chances than NYCFC. But in the end, NYCFC's defense stood firm. Toronto's defense did. Referee screwed Toronto. It's that simple. I can't say much more than that. I thought it was a really solid game from both sides. The draw would have been fair, whether it would have been 1-1 or 0-0. I feel Toronto got robbed. And I think most people would too, to be real. But in the end, when you have all those injuries and when it all just absolutely falls apart, what else can you do but it might bite you in the ass? Honestly, I sit here and I'm like, you know what? The referee sucked. Pierre-Luc Lauzière sucked tonight. Simple. Good news is I'm pretty damn sure that he won't referee our Can-Champ game if he refereed tonight. So, that's the one positive about that. You normally don't referee somebody's games twice in a row. That'd be crazy. So, if we go by that, Toronto avoids him for the Can-Champ prelim round against Montreal. So that's positive. I'll take it. That's the one positive about this game. But today, I'm not too mad. I'm not mad. It's life. You know, Toronto, they lost. They got robbed, but I'm more worried about the Leafs game. I'm not going to scream about this. I'm not going to be mad. It is what it is. Toronto's not even that good this year. They had a good month, good 4 weeks of results, and today could have been one, but they lost because of a BS call. Halftime 0-0. Toronto, I thought, looked like the better team at the half. I thought they should have been up maybe one. NYCFC looked like they could give one up. Toronto looked like they were pushing the initiative. And still did through most of the match. 64th minute, penalty called. Alonso Martinez gets brought down in the box. He throws himself down after getting a slight touch called. So finally a tripping gets called. Just the wrong sport and against Toronto. Tripping called. Alonso Martinez takes the penalty. No VAR check. He steps up to take it. Smashes it past Sean Johnson with a laser of a shot. Power past Sean Johnson. He went the right way, just low and fast. 0-1. Full-time 0-1 for NYCFC. That's pretty much all you could say. Full-time stats are as follows. 12 shots to 9. 0 shots on goal to 4. 49% possession to 51% possession. 361 pass to 382. 75% pass accuracy to 75% pass accuracy. 10 fouls to 12. 1 offside to 1. 2 yellow cards to 3. 0 red cards to 0. 6 corners to 7. Again, I mean, what can you do but say, hey, honestly, it's a refereeing mistake. It's the refereeing that cost us this game. Because Toronto, defensively, strong. Offensively, had their moments. I think they got a little bit desperate when they got pissed off at the ref. Some of their substitutions were bad. I will go there and say the substitutions were wild. I mean, taking off Dominguez for Insigne, taking off Bernardeschi for Spicer. I love Tyrese Spicer. I think he's an amazing player, but you could have taken off Corbeanu for him and kept on Bernardeschi. Dominguez, maybe he was getting tired. It was his first start, but Insigne? Okay. I'd rather have Etienne, to be honest. But, okay. Charlie Sharp coming out for Longstaff kind of had to happen, so I'm not even mad about that. But again, Etienne probably would have been the better pick there as well. But Toronto, again, I can't really say much else than they played a good game. It was a war. It was a hard-fought match. They got screwed by the ref. It's that simple. They should have had a penalty on their own end 30 seconds before the Martinez penalty, and that was honestly a worse infraction in the box that went uncalled than the infraction in the box, the dive, that got called for the NYCFC penalty. That's simple. It's that simple. If you want to say it, it's that simple. And Pierre-Luc Lauzière had a howler of a match besides that. When it came to his calls, when it came to his reffing, was a howler anyway. That just adds on to it. I know refereeing's looked bad in the Stanley Cup playoffs this year, but this isn't the Stanley Cup playoffs. This is football. But pro is horrible too, so do that what you will. Like, the fact everybody's so bad, and I know all these names, even though I think pro is nameless gray faces at this point, is crazy. The cognitive dissonance of that is nuts. You know, and yeah, Toronto lost. Am I mad about it? No. I'm mad at the refs, but I'm not going to scream about it because I got more to worry about tonight. Saturday's still good if the Leafs sweep. That's all I'm going to say. That's what matters. Let's be real. That's what matters today is the Leafs. That's what matters. I'll be live for that too, but we'll get into that. Man of the match for me, Sean Johnson. Even though he allowed a penalty, this should have been a point, and he would have earned it for us because he has been playing out of his mind recently. So I'll still give Sean Johnson some love. With that being said, there you go. I think that's all I can say. Toronto, hard fought, played well, should have got a draw at least, if not a win. They got screwed. TLDR, TLDW. Well, if you heard the TLDW. Either way, Cliff Notes, there we go. Toronto played well, should have got a draw if not a win. Got screwed. Yeah, Cliff Notes. There you go. With that being said, if you like this video, like and share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you at 6 p.m. Central, 5:55 Central, 6:55 Eastern for Game 4 of the series of the Toronto Maple Leafs at Ottawa Senators. 3-0 lead for the Leafs when it comes to the series. Can they sweep it? We're going to find out. But that's the second part of Toronto Saturday, and then we'll be back at 12, high noon, tomorrow, after we go live and review the Toronto Leafs game. We'll be live on Sunday for 2 St. Louis games, the Blues and St. Louis City. So another double day, a St. Louis Sunday. But we still got some to deal with today. With that being said, I'll see you later. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See ya.